even the person who I was considering a childhood friend, like, was like coming at me like, yo, like, hey, what you doing? Like, you about to be on your way to hell because you making that devil music. And then they was just like, this boy cannot come in here and make that music and play the drums.
Mm.
And next thing I know, we wasn't going to that church anymore. No, but a little backstory about Brandon P. Where do I start? I started doing music when I was 15, 16, I guess. No, even before then. But it all started because I wanted to make a beat for my dad for Christmas.
Oh, that's dope.
I don't know. It's just like my dad's a musician, artist, and all that type of stuff. So like my uncle had a studio, and I was just like, yo, I want to go make a beat for my dad. Never knew anything about making a beat. So my uncle was just like, all right, he showed me how to do it. I enjoyed the crap out of it. So
Yeah.
since then, I used to always ask my uncle Kevin, hey, let me come to the studio. Let me come to the studio. I'm trying to make another beat, trying to make another beat, trying to make another beat. And he ultimately got annoyed by me and was just like, all right, here, I'm gonna give you the program. It was Reason. I'm gonna give you Reason. Tell your dad to buy you a computer and a little keyboard.
Dang. And that was it.
And the next Christmas, my dad bought me a computer, like the whole production, little suite, whatever. And it was on and pop from there. My beats was trash to begin with. They all sound like space beats. Um,
The honesty.
but that's for real. I don't know how my parents made it through that phase because it's amazing. I went back. I have all my old. I used to always burn my beats to a CD
Yep.
and like print out like a track list with a cover.
Yes,
And I
sir.
used to play it in the car, make my dad listen, and it's trash. Honestly, the beats was trash. Honestly,
Hey, but like Thea said
but
in the chat, shout out to supportive parents. I mean, that's what we do as parents. We're just like, oh man, you really suck at that. But you know what? That brings you joy. So here you go. Like,
I honestly don't know why it is something about like parents that believe in it because and see something in their kids because it's
yes.
just like if they was just like, wow, you really suck, let's not do this again, Brandon, you should look at doing something else.
Right. Right.
But I think my dad and my mom really saw something in me and they supported me throughout the years, which led to me wanting to keep going and keep going and keep going. I used to sell mixtapes in high school because my dad didn't let me actually release music.
Mm.
So I used to make mixtapes and like Christian remixes for the low, and I used to sell it for $5 a
Hey,
pop.
hey, side hustle. Let's go. Let's go.
um, but no, fast forward to I think it was like 2010. I did the Rapzilla remix contest for Tadashi. Rapzilla did a
Mm.
remix contest for
Yeah.
his song Riot, and I think it was like the second to last day to like submit a submission or your remix in, and my homie DJ Anointed hit me. He was just like, bro, you should do it. And I was like, I don't know, like I don't know if I want to do it, whatever. But I was bored and I ended up doing it. And
Hey.
overnight, literally, like stuff just began to pop off. DJ Official, rest in peace, hit me and was just like, "Yo, bro, this is crazy. Like, Lecrae loves this remix." I'm like, wait a minute, hold on. Lecrae was that guy. I mean, he
Yeah.
still is, but back then, like, I was like, what? So, and from there, that's where Andy DM'd me. Andy just got signed to Reach. So a lot of things happened within that time to where like Andy hit me, KB just got signed, like starting to working with Jason. Just
Mm.
everything just happened in that I don't like 2012 to 2014
That was a hot
like
season.
time span. And fast forward, like tour with Andy for like 6, 7 years. And then changed my name to Brandon P. And now we're here. I guess that's the sped up version of that. So
Yeah. Oh, bro, you not kidding. That's a for real sped up version, ladies and gentlemen. you know, we would have to do several episodes to get a lot more than that. So, but I want to backtrack a little bit because when you were talking about, you know, supportive parents, if there's anybody that has kept up with you over the years with your music, of course, your social media as well. Again, make sure you guys are clicking on the links in the chat so you guys can follow them. All of us have seen how close you are to your parents and how much they are integrated in so much of what you do. And I love when Pops is on there and talk about like, nah, you're not gonna get this cleared. How you gonna get this cleared? And you be like, yo, hey, I got it cleared. And you're like, what? Like, you know what I mean? Like, and then like, you know, to hear them on the track and everything. And so, so tell us, what does it mean for you? Because you definitely seem like you were brought up in a very musical home, you know, but the way that you guys like truly love one another has, even from afar via social media, has really even blessed me and has encouraged me as a father of two to kind of be the same way of like, man, I want to make so much of an impact with my boys that when they get to doing whatever it is that they do, that they really want me to still be integrated in their life, bro. So tell us, unpack that a little bit with your family dynamic, man.
Man, family is huge. I think it really started from both sides of my family. So my dad is he has like 4 brothers and sisters. My mom has 4 brothers and sisters, and so the family dynamic really just comes from starts from here and it trickles on down. Everybody in my family is just heavy on family supportive. Like we always have like family get-togethers, hangouts. We still got issues and all that type of stuff. Don't get me wrong. But like we try to, as much as we can, support each other at different events, hang out, whatever. We have a Saturday morning Zoom call.
Oh, dang.
Where it's just like a little prayer, hangout. We could be on there for 30 minutes or 6 hours just talking and hanging out. But family is huge. And I try to really show that throughout my music for sure, because my dad is a major impact and a major influence on me. Musically, spiritually, mentally, and like family dynamic wise for sure. I learn a lot from him, and I'm just like, yo, I want to make you proud. And so, I mean, a lot of it, if it wasn't for family, I probably wouldn't be doing music the way that I'm doing it now.
Wow.
Because they protected me at a point where like people were trying to get at me for doing music the way that I was doing it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I grew up in a very legalistic church.
Okay.
And it's amazing. I didn't even know this at the time, but apparently people in the church was like, this is when like hip hop is of the devil and all that type of stuff, that era and all that. Yeah. And then I guess people in the church found out that I was making Christian remixes or making Christian rap music or whatever the case. Right. And then they was just like, this boy cannot come in here and make that music and play the drums. And next thing I know, we wasn't going to that church anymore.
Oh, okay. So parents were like, yo, that's not what it is, right?
Yeah. And because it was amazing time to where like at the moment my parents were starting to read and find out and really get to know the Bible and the word for themselves, not based off of how other people viewed it or not based off of how we grew up or what was taught over the pulpit, and not reading it for ourselves or whatever the case may be, but really looking at it and like, hey, this ain't right.
Something not lining up.
This all wrong.
Yep.
So, I mean, it back to family, man. I definitely wouldn't be here without the support of family for sure.
Hey, that's what's up, man. Yeah. Shout out to your parents. To again, that's the supportive nature, but like part of you being supportive as a parent is also you're very protective as well. And you know, and it's not like, oh, my baby's perfect, you know, he's amazing at everything he does or whatever. It's not even that. They were more concerned about just even your spiritual walk, to do that, you know, because it could easily have been something of like, well, you know, he is playing the drums for the church, and that is kind of a big deal. So, you know, yeah, baby, maybe you should kind of keep this on the low, whatever, because that would have given you so many mixed signals, and which there are people who do that, and that's where there's a lot of times where people get the quote unquote, you know, church hurt, where sometimes it's just, you know, somebody set up a standard, like you said, that is not really even scripture based. And then they end up taking it personal from that one thing and end up completely just throwing Jesus out the door, you know, altogether. Right. So shout out to them for not only noticing that, but what I really appreciated that you saying is that they were getting in their own word, right? That is the part that still people, myself included, will forget and will slip up and will, you know, you get so used to consuming content, right? You're a very consumeristic Christian where it's like, nah, let me get the word in, you know, at church only. Let me get this at church only, or, you know, whatever. And then when something happens or somebody presses you in your walk, then all of a sudden you're like, oh, I don't know that answer to that, or I don't know how to do that. You know what I mean? It becomes a whole thing. So shout out to them for getting the word, because man, that's super important. So, okay. Yeah. So when you were playing the, you know, for that church and everything, how did that impact you? Like, even though they pulled you out of church or whatever, like, is that something that they directly said to you, or you found out through your parents?
No, I actually found out years later through my sister.
Oh, okay. Okay.
I didn't really know what was actually happening at the time. I just knew that, you know what I'm saying, I just got some looks.
Yeah.
From some of the people, even the person who I was considering a childhood friend, like, was like coming at me like, yo, like, hey, what you doing? Like, you know, you about to be on your way to hell because you're making that devil music and all that type of stuff. Wow. And I'm like, wait a minute, but no, we're not gonna go there.
Right,
you know
right,
what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, what?
But didn't you just say what'd you just do last week?
Like, yeah, and shout out to my mom. Like, my mom is the most biased but unbiased person in the world. Like, she's biased because of my son, but at the same time, she will like snitch on me in a heartbeat, or she will tell me about myself in a heartbeat. Like, no, Brandon, no. Wait, first of all, what you about to do is, don't think you this like that. But it's just like, and then if somebody try to come at me, she about to step in and be like, wait a minute, hold on.
That's it.
You know,
that's it.
So yeah, it's I'm extremely blessed to have parents who is supportive and actually saw something, you know, inside of me. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people, and fortunately, like, believe that, like, hey, my dad is a firm believer in do what you love and the money will follow.
Yep. Amen.
You know what I'm saying? And it was some stuff that he said to me when I was young, and I was like, why are you saying this? And then, like, ultimately, as I got older, I was like, okay, yeah. Like, my son, I'll be on the drums, you know, I'm 13, 14, and I'm just going off. Right. And he'll be like, Brandon, discipline is everything. Okay, I don't understand.
What do I do with that?
But, you know, older is just like, now I'm telling, discipline is everything. Like, in every aspect of your life, discipline is literally everything. Without discipline, like, you ain't gonna be able to budget right. Without discipline, like, you're not about to be able to, you know what I'm saying, do certain things that you want to do. You know, if you want to lose weight or gain weight or something like that, you got to be disciplined. Like, if you want to change a habit, you got to be disciplined. Like, discipline is everything. And I'm like, wow, he was spitting bars when I was 12.
Right. Hey, if you liked any of this content and you found some value in it, make sure that you like, subscribe, and of course, share it. Also, if you're interested in some more, go ahead and check out these videos. Till next time, grace and peace. Adios.